one.
Welcome to the Nitty Gritty Show, everybody. I'm Camille Shabazz with my brother here, Malik Shabazz, and we're here to break it down to the nitty gritty. What's going on, my brother?
Brother, just trying to stay, in the house and stay away from that bullshit that's out there. That's about it, man. Working.
Right.
The hustle don't stop. That's about it, though. What's happening with you?
That's true. That is correct. That is correct, brother. There's a few things that I have on my mind that I wanted to talk about because so much is going on.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
So much has happened since the last time we had a show last week.
Yes,
we
sir.
We might have to do two a week. One in the beginning and one in the end. Monday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm. We
if
figure out how to get some bread.
Your schedule can squeeze it in.
If we can figure out how to get some bread off this, then yeah, I'm down.
Brother, the bread will come. You know what I'm saying?
If you build it,
the bread will come.
Like Field of Dreams, exactly. If we build it, they will come. Okay.
They will come. They will come. Because
Okay.
you're doing a service that the universe itself is going to pay you back for.
Oh, that's beautiful, my brother.
It's bigger than this.
I'm bigger than this. Shout out to the minister.
Yes,
saying?
Sir.
Shout out to
By
the
the way,
man.
I saw the other day accidentally, going into one page, you know how you connect to somebody else that's on their page? Right. OMPZ.
Really?
You know who that is? No, Omeezy.
Yeah, that's Omar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to that brother, man.
Yeah,
I was really excited to see that brother, you know what I mean? Because we go all the way back. I remember when he was probably about 18, 17 years old.
Young cat.
Back in 93, when I first touched down, he was a youngster.
Yeah, me too.
All of us, shit.
Yeah, you bullshitting. What's he up to, man? How's he doing, man? I know he had linked up with E40 for a minute. He was, kind of doing the music thing. What's he up to now?
He's promoting his own music.
Yeah,
I saw him, look like a little makeshift concert or something, but
really?
Hey, man, he's doing his thing, man. He's trying to make a name for himself,
Yeah.
Which is good. You don't got too much time. I know he's in his 40s now, right?
Yeah, shit. If I'm gonna be damn near 50, he damn near 40. He got to be 40. Shit, he got to be in his 40s by now.
He wasn't that much older than him, were you?
I was about 4 or 5 years.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, shout out to that brother, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to him, man. I wish him much success. If I could promote him from my end, I'll definitely, put him on my timeline or something.
Yeah, that's awfully black of you, my brother.
Yes, sir. So, to the subject matters at hand.
Let's get to it.
I would like to just briefly ask you a few questions, just off the tip.
Right.
You do a lot of posting about the stock market. I've been seeing a lot of postings from you regarding Tesla and their stock and how it was going up and whatnot.
Oh shit! Yeah, let's get into it.
And every now and then I'll shoot you something, asking you to be more in depth about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I see that stuff coming down the timeline, I look at it and I say to myself, most brothers that's in a certain economic strata has no idea what they're looking at.
Facts.
What I would ask of you one day is if you could just give a brief tutorial of like what it means. You know what I'm saying? How do you, before you can even jump into something, you got to know something about it.
Yeah.
And then most of the brothers that do see the information, once again, don't understand it. And they say that most people only have, I think about 90% have only about $100 in their bank account in America. That's the statistic I saw. So with that being said, how can the little man get involved in the stock market?
Okay.
And become successful?
All right. that's a big question and a huge topic. And when you normally hit me up, I understand the fact that the stock market in and of itself is somewhat an unknown thing for a lot of us in our community, right? I get that. Part of it has been, my thing is, you know, people got to seek the knowledge, right? But I understand that even in that, you need a underlying basis to kind of get started. So
Right.
what I'm in the process of doing right now is I'm putting together a presentation, and I'm gonna start shooting some videos specifically around just the absolute bare bones entry level information that you need to understand to even interact with the market. And with that
That's
being
yeah.
said, the thing about it is um, as Black folks, you know, most of us, you know, we got rubber band banks. You know what I'm saying? It's it's the money we got in our pocket. You know, we might have
Right.
stacks on us,
Right.
but the problem is, if we just really want to get down to it, is we don't, as a people, accumulate assets, and that is the fundamental problem. When you have money and you don't have assets, you are losing value by the second. As
No.
the government continues to heap this debt on top of everybody that lives in this country, you have to understand that that stack you got, that brick phone, that money phone that you're talking on, is decreasing literally by the moment. And an asset is an appreciating asset. An asset is something that actually pays you. That's the difference between the consumer class and the producer class. Is they have assets that work for them. Their money makes money. Our money we spend, and as long as we're spenders, we're gonna always be broke. It's just it's the nature of the way money works. So the thing about it is I'm in the process right now of putting together a collection of just entry level um, stock market videos, but on top of that, kind of basic financial literacy, because that is really kind of the cornerstone of all the rest of this, right? If you don't understand financial literacy, how money actually works and how money should be working for you, then all the rest of this shit is literally pearls of swine. You know, I can tell you about, you
Right.
know, about vertical stock options and bull put spreads and shit till you know, till I'm blue in the face. But if you don't understand the difference between an appreciating and depreciating asset, it's pointless. So I'm on it. Like I said, it's gonna be
Right.
some work, because I mean there's a lot of it out there, but if you don't even have a basis to ask the questions, then finding the knowledge is gonna be difficult. So you got my word on that. I'm, like I said, I'm putting it together.
Exactly.
This is gonna take some
Exactly.
time. You know what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
you notice I posted online, you know, I had to put that out there because I've had a lot of people asking me for financial advice and asking me what stocks they should buy, what they should invest in. And it's okay for me as an individual to tell you what I do,
Right.
but when I start advising you, there's legal liabilities that fall on top of me. So what I'm telling people on Facebook is for entertainment value only. I
Yes,
am
sir.
not a registered financial advisor. Please do your own research on anything that you invest in and make sure you understand it. And that's with anything. You shouldn't put money in shit that you don't understand. Period.
Right. 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 And let me just interject. This brother is the featured, you know what I'm saying,
You got to hold. You got. Yeah. There you go.
participant
Yeah.
in the Makkadeen book, chapter 16, Makkadeen Money. You know, he's not in this book for nothing. This brother, in my humble observation and opinion, is to me, he is an expert when it comes to finances. Now, he might disagree with that, but he has you got 7 years experience, right?
Oh, definitely.
That makes you an expert. You got
Definitely.
10,000 hours
Oh
experience, right?
shit.
More than that.
Oh yeah.
So they'll call you an amateur, but I see from the fruits of your labor that you are an expert.
Brother, I
That's
stand
why,
on.
you know what I'm saying, I had to get you in this book at the chapter on money. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because this brother is an example of starting wealth. It's beyond money. Because as he said, money is deteriorating. It's about generational wealth. And we got to always remember that even though Black people spend the way we do, it's a reason behind that. Because every time we try to build economically, they take it from us. So we always subconsciously have this, I got to hold on to it mentality.
It's a scarcity mindset is what it is. It's a scarcity mindset.
It's not accidental.
Right. You're afraid of losing it.
It's not accidental.
So, shit, I might as well go ahead and spend it, you know, because I ain't going to have it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But that's a problem. That's a real problem.
Or what we do is hoard it. We put it in our homes.
Yeah. Let me,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Let me tell you this. It is impossible to save your way to wealth. Just hear me. Whoever is watching this, you cannot save your way to wealth, period. Unless you unless you put your money into assets, you will never be wealthy, period.
Now give the people an example of a few assets.
Real estate is something I'm big on. Stocks are an asset too. But real estate is something I really, really like. It's part of the reason I started my company, Freeman Equity Group. Shout out to Freeman Equity Group.
Yes, sir.
We're invested in commercial and multifamily real estate. And the thing about it is we think you need a lot of money to get involved in real estate, and that's not true. What it is we need to act collectively together, pool our resources, and our pooled resources are powerful. You know, by pooling our resources together, I mean, we could buy a strip mall or, you know, 200-300 unit apartment building. That's pretty much what they do in the dominant society. Let's be clear. What they do is they pool their assets and they buy appreciating assets. And the thing about it is with real estate anyway, what happens is real estate generates what's called cash flow. And you've probably heard that term before, right? Cash flow. But cash flow is the appreciation, not only the appreciation of the value of the asset, but the asset paying you, right? So there's a term in real estate, you know, making money while you sleep. And that's really the goal, right? You have your money someplace making you money while you do or live your life, however you need to. And it doesn't happen overnight, but if you're consistent in your plan and you follow your plan, there's no reason why, I don't care where you're starting, literally. If you're willing to put in the time and effort and commitment, there's no reason why you can't generate generational wealth for your family. None. Zero. But it takes work.
That's been my issue, brother. My issue has been trusting individuals that talk that talk. See, I know you personally.
Yes, sir.
So I would trust you.
Yeah.
And I think I would direct, you know, other people that seeing me trust you would trust you too. Because I know your character. You know what I'm saying? I see your example. So that vouches for itself.
I love for my brother what I love for myself. If I didn't get anything else for my time in the nation, it's that. I love for my brother what I love for myself.
That's it.
And you know, it's one of the things that's really on my agenda at this point, and that is to really reach out to our community. Now that I'm really understanding the way these markets work and the way specifically commercial and multifamily real estate works, we are completely underrepresented in that. We are renters, right? But we need to be pooling our money in a way in which we either renting from ourselves or we're renting to other people. And what happens over time is their rents pay the debt off that is secured against the asset. So in essence, their rents pay for the asset and cause appreciation in the asset for you. Time's on our side, right? So that's how, and I hate to even use this example, but how you think Donald Trump got rich? And well, he didn't get rich, his daddy got rich. But his daddy got rich by either building or buying apartment buildings and renting to us. And then discriminating against us later on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know.
Right.
That's a whole nother topic for a whole nother discussion. But yeah, that's
sir.
That's how it happens. But it's a mind shift.
Well, I appreciate, the input on that, my brother. I really do.
Brother,
And look
more
forward
to come. More to come.
Yes, I definitely look forward to more to come, brother. You see, I've been I've been at you for a minute because I know that our people need you. You're not no lightweight brother in that regard. So I'm gonna push you out there, and I'm gonna give you the questions, and because I know what the man on the bottom that I see every day, they want to get into that world, but they don't know how.
Yeah.
And one way that has been killed in the Black community is starting in your own personal family.
Facts.
Like the Asians and like the Mexicans do, uniting in one house, pooling your economics, setting up Pedro with the lawn service, getting the truck, and then before you know it, a house is bought, and then another one. That's how you expand. But the family is the tribe. If the family, if you got 5 wage earners, you could put $1,000 away a month.
Easy.
Put it away.
Yeah.
And at the end of the year, get some property. Simple as that.
Brother.
But you need to be connected with somebody who's genuine.
Yeah.
And going to give you the right information and tell you how to go.
Yes, sir.
And I see that in you.
Yes, sir. I'm flattered.
Okay.
All right. What you got?
Yes, sir. Well, what do you got? Let's alternate because I've lost my little notes. But you had said something about you wanted to discuss about this brother who was messing with that old retarded ass deluded woman from the red tape.
Let's get into the shit.
Yeah.
All right. What I want to talk about this.
Yeah, I want to hear your take on that.
This Negro, I guess he's R&B singer, August Alsina, I think is his name. The one that I guess was in he was part of the open relationship between Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. I guess he was her boy toy or boyfriend or whatever the fuck he was on.
Right.
I mean,
excuse me. Go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, the way I even became aware of it, because I'd heard shit about him, but whatever. You do what you do in your own relationship. I don't give a damn. But I saw this Negro on the internet getting interviewed by Angela Yee from The Breakfast Club.
I saw the same thing accidentally. Yes, sir.
Doing a bunch of crying about this relationship that he had with Jada Pinkett Smith, who denies the whole thing. And my thing was, from watching it, is I'm like, okay, he doesn't realize he's a side chick. He does not realize that. He thought he was in an actual relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith, not realizing that Will Smith's damn near worth $1 billion. You some R&B nigga, let's keep it a buck, with a half-ass career. You really think she's gonna peace out Will Smith to be with you? Really? And okay, let's say she told you that and you believed it. Once it became apparent that wasn't the case, what kind of man are you to be on the internet crying to a woman about another woman? I mean, I don't understand how these dudes are built, like, at all. They don't have any spine. They don't have any morals. They don't have the code. They don't have any kind of code at all. What you got to say about that?
That's exactly why this was created, brother. Because they're not Adams no more. They're A-dames, as I was saying the other day. Mm-hmm. They're dames in men's frames. But
yes, feminine, extra feminine.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, keeping it 100, I said it from back when I saw her on A Different World that she was on some other shit back then.
Oh yeah, weirdo shit.
You know what I'm saying? It was apparent to me. I always thought she was gay. You know, personally.
I'd heard.
Yeah. So I can easily see her, and looking at that brother and hearing him talk for the first time, I could see her fucking him.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? And
probably.
You gotta remember, Will and Jada was into Scientology.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And Scientology is nothing but mind control. That's
Okay.
all it's about, is fucking up somebody's motherfucking mind, man. And I guarantee you, man, they was doing all kinds of shit on that boy. You know, she was probably had leashes on him, all kinds of shit. Had him under the bed, and hey, just fuck the man up.
Obviously.
You know, I never cared about her, man. She's on some other shit, man, and it's anti-man for sure. Every man on her show, she tries to break down.
Yeah. That feminization.
Yeah, every man on there is crying and talking about what somebody did to him when they was little.
Yeah. Well, and then here's the other thing. This dude, August Alsina, claims that Will gave him permission to be with his wife. And okay, I gotta unpack that. First of all, I'm not asking another man for permission to be with no woman. Full stop.
But they be on some weird shit. That's how
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. That's violation number one.
Will is on some other shit. Ever since 6 degrees of separation, Will Smith was already, he's been in a dungeon with me for life. So fuck Will Smith. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I can see him doing anything and okay.
He probably was involved. What's that whole cuckold thing that is, I guess it's a thing now, man. I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna say no names,
man.
I'm not gonna say no names, but somebody I know was telling me that somebody that is a partner of theirs that I know indirectly, is in a situation where he lets dudes come and bang his girl out while he watches.
So he's a voyeur.
I've met this dude on numerous occasions. Like, I mean, I'm like, I haven't seen him since I found this out. So I'm gonna keep it vague. I mean, not that he ain't gonna do shit. But
are you gonna ask him about it?
No, what? It ain't none of my business.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I'm not interested.
I'm saying, so you made it. You said like you haven't seen him since. So when you see him, is that gonna? I'm gonna look at him.
I'm gonna look at him different because it's different. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You and your girl going to the club. She's picking out dudes to bring home to bang her out, and you sitting up there in the corner watching. And I'm not even saying one. Yeah, he's not.
Okay, so what is he? White?
See, now we going into details.
I don't even know. I don't care. But some of the folks means something.
But some of the folks that could see this, you know what I'm saying? I was told in somewhat of confidence, so I'm not trying to, I ain't trying to.
Right.
I'm personally, like I said, I wouldn't give a damn. But I was told in confidence, so I'm trying to keep it low. I don't want to put, put folks on blast.
Well, look, they got to understand it. You got a lot of weird shit going on behind closed doors.
Maybe I'm just getting old, brother. That I don't get that weirdo shit, man. Like I don't even. Why,
brother?
Why even have the broad? Like, why even like? That's not your chick. Like,
they married?
Nah, but they like together. I'm like, she in the streets. Like, you might as well just let that be that. Right? That's not your girl. You know what I'm saying?
But look, though.
She never was your girl.
For him to be able to, a man that could be able to even endure that is sick to me. All right? Right. I couldn't. You gonna go with that motherfucker after it's over.
Yeah.
See you.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
Nah, I don't get down like that. Never have. That's, that's you pulling a train on your own girl, basically. That's what's going on. Because if he feel like doing it, he gonna tell the dude to move over. Hey man, I don't have no time. I always hated freakishness.
Hey man,
there's a boundary. It's a boundary. You can get close to the edge, but you don't go across, man.
No,
you don't go across.
Brother.
You don't go into that realm. You go into that realm, you might not come back.
For real. Yeah, for real. So
don't play with sexual energy, man. So, you got that broad Jada Pinkett, who's into all kinds of witchcraft and shit. That bitch is into shit.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, her name of her rock group was Willow.
Yeah,
she had a rock group.
That's her daughter's name too.
Yes. Okay. So, and look at her.
Yeah.
They're all trisexuals.
Yeah. Yeah.
How you gonna have that little girl, that young girl on there talking like she grown? I can't stand looking at that little grown ass precocious girl. You know what I'm saying? They ruined that girl. They ruined her. And that boy, look at him talking about he in love with Tyler the Creator. He went vegan and got all messed up, teeth rotten, and try to come back to eating this, differently again.
Mm-hmm.
And he's fucked up, man. The boy looked like he's about to die.
Got every advantage in the world. You sitting on a gold mine. And this is the weirdo shit you on. Oh, okay.
Dyeing your hair, blonde and pink, and I guess that's when you got that kind of money, they say it puts you in another atmosphere,
Yeah,
so,
well, you don't have that struggle, right? You know what I'm saying? Without that struggle, then you start searching for purpose, searching for meaning, and you get into that weirdo shit, I guess. I don't know, but needless to say, about that brother there, like he was talking. I guess he got an album coming out. I don't know. I don't know the name of the album. Don't really care. But yeah, it's I always say we're the best of the worst. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to kind of perversions and shit, we are the best of the worst. Whatever field it is, we excel in it. So,
well, that's because we are the best at everything. We just are focused in the wrong directions on purpose.
Yeah.
We're the best doctors, we're the best lawyers, we're the best basketball players, but it's all about our focus.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt.
All we need is a teacher. Our brothers need teachers and directors and even funders. They need help. That's why I'm so strong on reparations.
Oh, hell yeah.
We'll never catch up to white America at this rate.
No.
We got to have reparations.
Yeah. I mean, it could be another 400 years. It's a good chance we be in the same goddamn place. So,
exactly.
It certainly has to. Well, my thing is this. What we really need is a cultural change. And I don't know how that happens.
We've been having cultural changes all the time, though, brother. We have cultural changes every 20 years. That's why we get a new name.
But that culture has to be one of economic development. It can't be one of
that's it.
Of bullshit. It's got to be cool to be hardworking. It's got to be cool to take care of your family. It's got to be cool to build generational wealth. These things need to be cool. But right now, what's cool? Wearing your pants, extra tight, your balls all tight and shit, and
Look who's the ones you got. These brothers like P. Diddy and them that's really hurting these youngsters in that direction. They got the power to stop them youngsters from being that way and redirecting them. Killer Mike and them should be on that.
Yeah.
Brother, stop sagging. Stop acting this way. They can guide the herds. They really can.
Education needs to be cool again. You know what I mean? Just
right.
Buying black needs to be cool again. I mean, there's a bunch of things that need to be cool again. Pooling our resources needs to be cool.
Man.
And
I remember when I was in elementary school, they changed the slogan of the school to "It's cool to be smart."
Okay.
Yeah.
It needs to be cool to be smart.
Celebrate. Well, celebrate intelligence. Celebrate it and advocate it in your family first and foremost.
Yeah.
My son always talks about the times I would sit down with him and go into the books by J.A. Rogers and, you know, different black books. And we'd be up until 1 and 2 in the morning. He still talks about that because my intentions was to blow his mind.
Sounds like he did.
Yeah, blow his mind. I'm going to blow your mind in the right way.
Yeah.
So that you'll be in the stratosphere for the rest of your life.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
On another note, my brother.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Have you heard about the NFAC? the group in Atlanta, Georgia, I believe, that is militarized and televised at the same time. The group's actual name is Not Fucking Around Coalition.
I love it.
Led by a man by the name of Master J.
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you think about that? Did you see anything on them?
I don't know shit about the brothers specifically, but I saw them. Well, first of all, I went to school in Atlanta, so I know Stone Mountain pretty well, and for anybody black, specifically a group of black men to be marching through Stone Mountain with semi-automatic weapons is a bold ass statement. That is
right.
I mean, it's different than, you know, you marching through Oakland or you marching through Chicago or you Baltimore. That is completely different. And the fact that they called the media, and I saw the brother, he had a megaphone and was calling them out. I'm like, there you go. And you see,
well, I saw his interview where he said that they actually went knocking on windows and doors and went around the house. So I really, look, man, that spirit is needed right now, all over. Now, I know there's a lot of criticism about what the acronym means, Not Fucking Around Coalition, because it's kind of ghetto. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, it appears to be, but see, that's the rallying call for the brothers on the streets that can relate to that.
Yeah, he's letting it be known.
Who don't give a fuck no more.
Well, and not for nothing, I mean, even here in Sacramento, these fools is shooting on a regular basis each other. So
this is the warrior generation that we got right here. So they need to be directed. That's why I'm out there giving this book out. I'm trying to redirect minds,
brother.
You know, because once that right mind is lit up, that's when the army's gonna be structured correctly.
Yeah.
Because it all starts in the mind being right.
Yeah. Yeah. And
so,
them brothers, it was brothers, and I saw some sisters out there too. They was deep. And like I said, the thing about it is, you know, the dominant society, they real brave when they got the numbers. But when you represent a legitimate threat, all of a sudden, you know, all of these tough guys, you know, when you stand a chance to inflict some damage, they don't want that in their life. And
they don't want that. Americans are not built like that.
There's a lot of brothers that have served in the military, a lot. We need to be tapping into them and utilizing that military training for what we need.
Right.
You know, you remember that brother,
those groups all over. What you say,
brother
sir?
in Dallas, that brother in Dallas that killed those 5 police. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
He tore their asses up, and he tore their asses up with tactics. You can see, man. I wish I had the video. You know, if I had known we were going to talk about it, I'd have made sure I had the video queued up. But
that's like the brother Donner.
He's moving like. At one point, there's an officer on one side of a pillar, and you can tell by the way he's moving that he's trained, like
tactical training.
Tactical training. The officer can't get a shot on him, and eventually he completely flanked the dude and just lights his ass up. You know,
he went out like a soldier. I salute that brother. I salute him.
They ended up having to, and it's funny. Because you would think, they would just send SWAT in and just run up in there. Oh, hell no. They sent that robot in there and blew his ass up. The same way they did with Bonner. They don't want that. I mean, if you have the ability to fight back, I mean, who gonna run
They
in
just
there?
said, fuck it, we gotta put a bomb in that motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, if he was, had the gun sideways and just shooting all wild and shit, they would have just clipped him. But they saw how dangerous he was and had to respect that. It's got to be ramifications. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be ramifications.
Repercussions.
So, the thing that makes me sad about that is, what? That brother could have taught that. He could have taught other brothers that.
Yeah, brother.
That's the sad
what we
part
need.
about that.
That's what we need.
He could have showed other brothers how to function.
You know what's missing today? If you notice, most brothers that's in their 20s, I would say 30 on down, can't fight anymore.
They don't have to.
They literally fight like women.
They don't have to.
Yeah, but they can't shoot either.
Yeah, well,
that's the thing about it.
Something. Yeah.
More people get shot accidentally than the damn targets.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
So, yeah, but they fight in the windmill. They don't know how to jab. They don't know how to throw a right punch. They don't even know how to stand.
And let me tell you something. Training jiu-jitsu, I see who's in there, and it's always funny to me. Every time you get a brother that comes in there, they dominate. Like they're a problem almost immediately. But it's so few of us in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But we dominate quickly.
Oh, quickly. Pick it up like that. Like
our
that,
nature.
right away.
We got that military spirit.
Right away.
Yeah, man.
It's innate. I don't know if it's just natural talent or DNA or selective breed. I can't quantify it. I can only tell you from an observation level what I see, and it's always that way.
Oh man! Before I forget, I got one more thing I want to discuss.
What's up?
And that is this Dr. Dre situation.
What's up?
Dr. fucking Dre and his wife, she's filing for divorce, and she's asking for $400 million. She's asking for half.
He got a prenup?
Oh hell no!
Oh, he's done. He might as well cut the check.
Hell no! 24 years, white woman. It's a wrap.
You might as well cut the check.
Might as well settle out of court and save you some money.
Well, you might as well just give her what she's asking for, because they're gonna take it.
Oh man, brother.
Was
the pussy that good?
I didn't know he was married.
Was the pussy that good, man?
I thought he was married to a light-skinned sister. You sure it's a white woman?
Well, she looked white to me. She's
well,
white enough.
Oh, look at you!
You know what I'm saying? She
now
looked like a
colorist.
white woman with a.
Now,
she looked like a Kardashian.
Oh man, yeah, you're right. She is awfully white. Maybe. Yeah. Well, you know what? I say it all the time. You know why divorce is so expensive?
Why?
Because it's worth it. And it must be because it's worth it.
How the hell is it worth it?
It must be worth it for him, or else he'd have worked it out.
Look, man, I heard a brother say that when you marry a woman, you give her power from the door.
Okay.
Yeah. And
I accept
the
that.
The more deeper she gets in a relationship, the more powerful she becomes.
Well, she should.
And once she gets 20 years in, but she could abuse the power. That's the thing I'm saying. This bitch can go Me Too on you at any given time.
Okay.
And they're actually being taught how to go about breaking a man down financially, how to go about doing it. See, it's a step-by-step program.
It's community property state, brother. She's with him for 20 plus years. She's gonna get paid. That's just how it works.
I feel like I dodged some bullets. You know what I mean? We all was broke, and everybody came in with nothing and left with nothing.
Hey.
So this time, when my fortune hits, all I got is my baby. You know what I'm saying? that's my baby. You know, that's what my nest egg going to. And all those who I love, that's in my corner.
Yeah. Well, you know, they say it's cheaper to keep her, and I'm a firm believer in that. If you want to hold on to your cash, particularly if you married,
but you know,
try to work
a
it out.
good example of that, I remember Michael Jordan trying to make it work with Juanita. You remember that?
But Mike wasn't really trying to make it work. He wasn't. I could tell the way he was moving. She wanted to make it work.
You think so?
Yeah. You know, Mike was wild, boy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Not only was he wild, he's Michael Jordan. So, you know what I'm saying? He liked Asian chicks and Hispanic chicks, and, you know, he's Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
so,
I never seen him really fuck with sisters, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, you know, and he felt like, you know, I'm worth $1 billion, so I should be able to do what I want. And he did. And he cut the check. So
he only gave her about $100 million back then,
yeah,
right?
like 180.
Wasn't that much? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he got that back immediately.
Oh yeah, right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if she had any back end on the Jordan brand, but I mean, you know, if you can't live on 180, you know, there's something wrong with you. You know, and yeah, man. I mean, that's the game we play. You know, if you get married and you know you accumulate wealth, it's kind of both of yours. If that's not what you want to do, don't get married.
I think even if she was, do you think if she was caught, you know, in a affair, would that make a difference?
Nope.
Probably would not.
Not in a community property state. Community property state doesn't matter who's at fault. Now there are states where that would matter, but this ain't one of them. So you know he could, you know, she could, you know, he could have caught her in the bed with somebody, it wouldn't make a difference. She'd still get half.
Yeah. California's a cold motherfucking state. That's why, what's his name's wife moved out here, who mysteriously ended up dead a couple months ago. Mayweather. Yeah. Who they said died from an overdose. I didn't know she was on drugs, but that's a whole nother story, I guess.
Who knows?
And,
who knows?
And they was in the middle of that money dispute. So
I don't know, brother.
you know,
the thing
would you say he dodged the bullet?
Yeah, I mean Floyd worth, I don't know. Well, according to 50 Cent, Floyd got a gambling problem, and he might. You know what I'm saying? He said that's why he keeps fighting. I don't know.
You could lose a fortune gambling.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is I think he finally now has some folks around him that are kind of working with his money to make sure that, you know, it's tied up in assets and he can't really, you know, but you know, he'll put $1 million down on the Super Bowl. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing to him. You know, I saw a video, you know, where he had, you know, like $2 million just sitting on the table in cash. It's ridiculous. Like that literally makes no sense. Who you doing that for? Like you doing that to stunt people? Know you rich. Here's the thing though. Really
it's
rich
trying to
people,
fill a void though. It's a void.
But there ain't that cash ain't gonna fill it. Really rich
Exactly.
Really rich people don't gotta tell you they got bread.
Look at how they dress. Look at Bill Gates and how he dressed.
He wears 30-year-old sweaters and eats at McDonald's. So, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta. Here's the thing, and believe me, I am not at this point, but I understand the mindset. At a certain point, when your basic needs are fulfilled, it really just becomes a matter of, if you're using things to fill that, you ain't never gonna be fulfilled. If it's jewelry, soon as you get this $1 million Jesus piece, now you gotta ice it out. Once that's done, now you got to get another chain. Now you got to get a Bugatti. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's never going to be enough, because the truth is, you buying these things for the wrong reasons. You buying these things so that people look at you a certain way. But truthfully, that what they think about you is irrelevant. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. You trying to.
I just like the way you said it. Really doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
It don't.
Like,
Well, you know,
you carrying
really
around
don't.
$1 million in a Louis bag.
But
What?
on top of that, he'd go and drop 100 racks at a strip club, you know?
Once again, for what? Like, you be
Trying to fill a
much better.
void, man. Trying to fill a void.
How
And
about taking that $100,000 and put it in some scholarships for some kids? How about that?
scholarships, help the educational system of those raggedy schools in Detroit, build, get them homes.
You know what? How about a sports center for your community in Grand Rapids? You know, that would be chump change for you.
Why do they do that though, bro?
Well, and the
Why
truth
do
is,
they do that?
if you really, really want the admiration of the people, put your name on a building, and because that's what they do.
Yeah, and you live forever when you on a building,
exactly,
or on a statue.
Right?
You don't understand that.
Creating an endowment, you know what I'm saying? You look at Carnegie and Rockefeller, they create these endowments, and these endowments live in perpetuity. So, you know, without getting super philosophical, a lot of this shit is just fear of death at the end of the day, right? You're afraid to die, so you feel like this is an extension of you being able to live, right? So you put your name on something, but in Floyd's particular case, it's really just a matter. It's just vanity, man. Like, you know, you got 5 race. Okay, you only got one ass.
Well, you know, he walks around when he goes out to eat. He has his own gold forks and everything that he takes out and eats with. You know,
of course.
I don't. You know what? Opulence is great. I don't mind it, but like you said, do something for the people, man. You know, build something.
Yeah, you got to have class with it, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, the money can come, the money can go. I mean, shit, you look at Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield. You can look at a bunch of them. Without any kind of financial literacy and with just a desire, MC Hammer, to appease people, they eventually gonna take it from you. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
even though Ali wasn't a financial wizard, his principality, man, the way he lived his life and the principles he stood upon is what has immortalized him.
Yeah.
You don't hear nobody talking about Sugar Ray Robinson and Joe Louis no more.
No.
Here and there.
Yeah.
But Ali is immortal.
Yeah. He's still
be talking about Ali in 100 years.
Yeah. He's still for something.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, brother, it's
I'm hoping that everyone subscribes to this show, this podcast, if you would call it that, because I mean, this was a very interesting, you know, current event update and discussion, man. I really enjoyed it, as usual.
As usual, brother. You know, the pleasure's all mine. You see my background books today.
Brother, you look scholarly, man. I feel like I'm like at a library.
Brother, we got to read, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to read. We got to see. You know, we have to have this thirst for knowledge. And I got to figure out a way to get the Makkadeen book in this background here.
Oh man, that would be beautiful, brother.
But I know there's a way. So I'm working on that right now. Just, you know, maybe taking the picture, editing the photo, and slide it in. But at any rate, you know, it's got to be about self-improvement, man. It has to be about
your
family, your community, your nation.
I'm not trying to be a martyr, brother. I got too much to live for, and it's not necessary. That's why we talk about minding your own minds and getting your mind developed.
Yeah.
Develop yourself. That's where the revolution begins, right in here.
Yeah.
In the form of evolution.
Yeah. Yeah, brother.
So yes, brother. I want to do, and I want to help.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, that's the mindset I'm in. I'm not on that selfishness trying to get rich shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be good.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing good.
Brother. What you give,
you're
what
doing
you get.
good.
What you give is, yeah, we good. We good, brother. You good.
Hey man, I like that Steelers hat once again,
Woo!
brother. You know?
The
Yeah.
haters gonna hate. Oh, the haters gonna hate.
Man.
Oh, the haters
Brother, you
gonna hate.
wearing that white man's goddamn football NFL?
Facts.
I said, brother, come on, man. You know how many millionaires the NFL is making? Come on now. Come on now. When I buy this hat, I look at myself helping out Mike Tomlin.
No shit.
You know? And Juju Smith.
Juju.
Yeah, man. That's
And
how I look
Ben
at
Roethlisberger.
Fuck Ben Roethlisberger. See, I'm the type of fan that I'm gonna dislike some of the players. I don't give a fuck. Like I didn't ride with old Mason.
Yeah.
I didn't like Mason from the door. Mason Rudolph.
Hang on. Wait a minute. You trying to tell me Kaepernick wasn't a better quarterback than Mason? Mason was horrible.
Who said that?
Horrible. No, I'm not saying. I'm speaking in general terms, not you.
Oh man, I was like,
that's why I was telling you, man, when I'm like, man, Tomlin ought to, you know what I'm saying? If he's really about that life, you know, he ought to, you know, put some pressure on the Roonies and sign Kaepernick. But obviously we see what kind of pull he's got. Okay.
Mike Tomlin, man, come on.
He lucky
he wasn't around during the days of Cordell when he was getting called a nigga and shit.
Yeah, man.
Throwing cans and shit down. Remember that shit?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Cordell Stewart, man. He treated him like a fucking slave, man.
He wasn't consistent. he wasn't consistent, man. No, I'm not saying, you know, he should have got racial slurs. But man, he broke my heart so many times.
Shit that happened.
He broke my heart so many times. That dude.
Fumbling and shit.
Oh, the worst. Man, the worst.
Waterhead, motherfucker. That motherfucker had a head like Bud from the Cosby Show.
Man, you know.
Like his big brother.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man. And another thing you said you want to talk about before we get off about, you was talking about that bitch who was talking to in regards to Dave Chappelle. Who was that about?
Which one you talking about?
Retarded ass woman named Azalea something, Banks or something.
Oh, no. That was a while ago. Well, she's just a troll, though. You know, talking about, you know, Dave hit it and this and that. Number one, I doubt it. That just straight up, I just doubt it.
He didn't deny it, though.
You know, I mean, denying it provides validity. You know what I'm saying? She the same one that you know, Russell Crowe put hands on.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know,
but I see why.
You know, she's the same one that was saying, you know, she don't mess with brothers. She only messes with Caucasians because, you know, whatever reason.
When I heard that RZA didn't do anything, I knew that bitch was out of pocket.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And putting that man's career in jeopardy at the same time. You can't, you ever heard the saying, I can't take you nowhere.
Facts. Yeah.
That's that kind of bitch right there. You can't even take her to McDonald's.
No, she'll act up. She'll embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah. So
you know, but you know, she's a clout chaser. You know what I'm saying? She see Dave's at the top of the mountain now. Like he literally has come back from being crazy, going to Africa, you know, all these things because he didn't want to adhere to the dominant society's control over him. And he's come back and completely flipped the script. So
like Muhammad Ali.
Hats off to that brother. He's a modern day.
That's a Muhammad Ali shit right there.
Modern day Dick Gregory, modern day Ali. You know what I'm saying? He's on a whole different page. I heard what's his name? Joe Rogan, the biggest podcaster in the world, talk with such admiration for that man. Literally said he is the freest person that he knows. And I'm like, whoa.
That's a hell of a statement right there.
It's a hell of a statement for a white man to make about a black man. He said the thing about Dave is Dave is free from caring. He doesn't care what people think. He doesn't care what people say. He does exactly what he wants to do, how he wants to do it. He was actually talking about it was a situation where he had a show and Dave just showed up just to watch his show. And once he saw Dave there, he was like, hey, you want to go up? He goes, yeah, sure. He said they called all the people back in and Dave did an hour. People love Dave.
Now that's power.
Yeah.
That's power.
You know, he was in
That's
Seattle.
power.
He was in Seattle doing comedy with a little speaker box for no money.
When? Recently?
When he first came back. When he first came back. Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. So he didn't just come back. Like,
no. He came back and just honed it, honed his craft, you know what I'm saying? And before you knew it, you know, got that Netflix deal and shit. He came back and got all the money that he was supposed to get from doing that show under his own terms. And I don't know if you saw that little video that he did. It was 846, 843.
Brother, that's powerful.
Man, brother,
powerful.
He's a
genius. Grandfather and all that.
He is a genius. The way he can put together a story is phenomenal.
It just takes your mind right to the events. I was there.
Yeah.
You know, I'm visualizing all that shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he's a bad brother, man. Salute to that brother. Salute to you, my brother Dave. You know?
Makkadeen.
Makkadeen, man. Salute to him. And once again, salute to the brothers from the NFAC, Not Giving a Fuck Coalition. Because that's the spirit that we're in the Makkadeen, man. I'm to the point. I don't give a fuck.
Gotta be free, brother.
I'm not gonna waste my not give a fuck energy on no bullshit.
No.
I'm not gonna threaten my life of my family on no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a roll with some real rollers. I'm not trying to be on TV. Real men ain't trying to be on TV. Crime bosses ain't trying to be on TV. That's why John Gotti and all them other motherfucking showboaters gotta get knocked the fuck off.
Yeah, that's what happens.
We don't fuck with no cameras.
No.
Not on that level.
No.
Being out there, Black Lives Matter, next to a twerking ass fucking gate motherfucker, you know?
Oh my goodness.
Nah.
Oh my goodness.
Did you see the picture I put on the Makkadeen with the motherfuckers twerking in front of the grown men? I saw bent over with Daisy Dukes on.
I saw about 5 seconds.
That's the revolution they're talking about.
Yeah.
An extension of Gloria Steinem's feminist revolution. That's all they're a part of. They're part of that gay movement, man, that's trying to be the new black. They're trying to make gay the new black. That's what they doing, my brother. Yeah. That's what they doing. They're exalting all them freaks. Matter of fact, what's that one name?
Who?
She was on something called something black or something. Orange the New Black. That transvestite.
Oh yeah.
Desiree,
Laverne.
You see how much airtime that thing gets?
Yeah.
And
manly.
That thing right there got a man, you know what I'm saying, that really loved it. You know?
Well, and see, here's the thing. Not for nothing, there is a whole movement where if you don't accept the transsexual as a woman, like if you don't want to date them, that you are transphobe.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's
well, you know what? I received that.
I received wow.
that with an honor. God damn it. Call me what you want to call me, but I'm not for that shit. And I know it's a costume because I know that Ronnie's under that motherfucking makeup.
Right.
All right? I know that Lewis is under that makeup. You're masquerading. Yeah. And that's why the suicide level among that community is so fucking high, because it's already hard to be a black man, and you gonna try to be a black woman too? Oh man, the fuck wrong with you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I can't call it. I can't call it.
What the fuck is wrong with you? That's a psychological disorder. God damn it. Just because it's legal doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it healthy. Cigarette smoking is legal. Is it good for you?
I'd say
Thank
no.
you, Obama. Thank you
Why
very
you,
much, Obama.
why you blaming Obama, man?
He's the one that legalized the shit.
It's
Thank you,
bigger than
Obama.
Obama. It's
The
you
first
sound like
gay president.
you sound like Corey Holcomb now. That
No, what he did, he allowed himself to be the puppet for that agenda.
Yeah, it's true.
Couldn't pan the fuck with that. Here, give it to somebody else. Because you already opposed it. Why you gonna go back on your original stance? They broke you, man. They bought you.
Yeah, it was politically expedient. You know what I'm saying? They took him in the back room and told him what he needed to do in order to keep on being president. So
exactly.
You know,
so you won't go out. Excuse me. God damn. Woo! Woo! But yeah.
Take your time, brother.
That even took me off course and shit. So.
Oh damn! Eyes getting low.
What was you saying though?
Nothing.
No, because I was connecting on something.
Oh no, I was talking about they took him in the back room and told him what it really was. And
well, you see what happened to Joan Rivers.
Yeah, well.
Joan Rivers said some crazy shit and she ended up dead about a month later, right?
Brother, you think that was a conspiracy, man?
Well, this is what threw me off. The fact that Obama sent the letter to the family, handwritten. That's what fucked everything up. Like, no president does that.
I know one that definitely doesn't do it. This one we got now. He ain't doing shit. I said, I know this one we got now. He ain't writing a damn. He ain't writing. He ain't reading. Dumb.
Well, so when he tweets, you think he's talking anything? He's not.
I think he's either
texting?
talking. I think some of them he writes, and I think some of them he got somebody to write them for him. The ones he writes, you can always tell because it's just misspelled. You know, he makes up words.
Like he did. I saw him misspell witch.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
He spelled it W-I-T-C-H.
Oh, why wouldn't
instead of W-H?
He meant to do that. He was talking about actual, come on. It's the same old shit.
Okay.
And now, they supposed to be getting his taxes and whatever. Like I said, I am not excited about Joe Biden at all. Not in the least.
Come on, man. Joe Biden is a perv. Joe Biden is a fucking racist. You know? Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Trump. Fuck all of them. I don't want nothing to do with none of them.
What about Kanye, though? What about Kanye? The birthday
fuck
party.
Kanye. Kanye needs the shit slapped out of him, bro.
Yeah, Kanye's I think Kanye's got some emotional issues, man. Maybe his meds, he needs to adjust his medication or something. Because he's on some
he needs to be around men. He's around that negative ass feminine energy that fucking drives men crazy. Every man that comes in their circle goes crazy.
Not for nothing,
crazier.
Man. He's a billionaire now, so like it or not.
Those Armenian women got some power, man. They're deep.
Look at Lamar Odom.
They brought that old gypsy magic over here with them.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah,
They brought some gypsy magic with them for sure. Because they have these men spellbound and going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kanye's
let me get up in there in that family. I turn the whole family out.
All
Chris
right.
on down.
I don't want to see, like
what's the name? Sheriff in town.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, new sheriff in town.
Chris, they like the brothers. Chris had she had a young brother. But,
that dude is so weak, man.
You better stay in his place. See
that old off-brand Negro? Come on, man.
Yeah, you better stay in his place.
I remember women in the hood, like that family would be a white family, and it'd be a strong brother up in there with his shirt off and everything, like Rob.
Yeah.
Running it,
with a white beater
up
on.
the door, chewing a sandwich and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Newport in his ear. Fuck you want. Fuck you want.
What's up, man? Huh? Nah, man. Kylie upstairs taking a bath right now. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. What you need?
Nah, Chris downstairs doing laundry.
Yeah.
You know, ain't nobody available right now.
Yeah, come back later.
Yeah,
hey, man.
that part.
That part.
All right, my brother. It was wonderful as usual.
Absolutely. I want to thank everyone.
We'll be doing it again soon.
Checking out the Nitty Gritty Show. We should have said it earlier. I'm gonna say it now.
Thank you.
Click that like button. Click that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? This is prime entertainment. Y'all tripping if you ain't pressing that like button, if you ain't subscribing. You know what I'm saying? We need to try to monetize this thing so we
they
get
don't
some
know
bread.
what they
Stop
missing,
playing.
man.
Stop playing. I'm telling you, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna do something.
Playing.
Stop playing. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep this shit rolling. You know, we got this mission. You know, Steeler hats in effect. You know, this might be the uniform.
Men of Steel.
From here on out. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that hates on that, holla at your boy. Feel me? And that's what's up with
the Makkadeen hats are gonna be made pretty soon too. I got the machine and everything, my brother.
Oh, that's what's up. Let's
I'm gonna have the Makkadeen shirts and everything made. They're about to be pressed up, brother. You know?
Let's do that. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. So we're gonna be on the corner with the pies, the shirts.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
the final call, the bean pie.
You're gonna be out there by your goddamn self. it's 100, it's 105 out there. I'm straight.
Oh, man. The shit just keeps coming, man. One more thing before we close, man. The Pope of Chicago, aka your minister,
really,
Louis Farrakhan Muhammad Ali. What do you think about his monumental, historic speech on July 4th, 2020? Matter of fact, what was the name of the speech?
I don't know.
Was it America?
A warning to
America.
The 1000th warning to America.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I heard him say that God was telling him some shit to say. Was anything different?
I don't know. I mean, it seemed the same. I mean, I've heard most of that already. So, you know what though? On the real though, I wish God would tell him how to do something about black folks shooting each other in Chicago. Like that's if God's gonna tell him something, I really wish God would tell him something about that.
I'm really glad you said that more. Say it one more time.
I wish God would tell him what to do about these brothers killing each other on the streets.
That's it.
I mean, not only in Chicago, shit, across the country, here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why you bullshitting, you know, that's a real problem. Like, a real problem. If we could address that,
brother,
shit, sky's the limit.
Brother, the black clergy is part of the problem.
Yeah.
You know, with all due respect to Farrakhan, I was once a student of his, and I learned a lot from the brother.
Absolutely.
But I'm so grateful that I was a student of his when he was radical, before he lost his steam, before they drugged him up and gave him cancer and all the other shit that probably happened to him. But nevertheless, he's not the same man, you know? And he had no real direction. He had no direction, he had no plans. And he fucked up millions and millions and millions of black dollars for shit. No apartment buildings, no grocery stores, no banks. What the fuck? I call that the facsimile nation of Islam.
Whew.
Because at least when you look at it, it had the same framework and structure, but none of the results, brother.
Yeah.
If you go down the laundry list of what Elijah did with nickels and dimes, leaving 100 million behind in property and assets, he has done nothing. No bank. He had international trade with Peru, with the fish. None of that. He had schools. He had all kinds of shit. International commerce. None of that. None of that. No grocery store, no nothing. If there is one or two in little pockets around America, they are personally owned by the believer.
Oh, 100%.
they're not giving you nothing.
Well,
if he was a smart man, what he would have did was add a fish fry or a restaurant to every mosque in America.
But here's the thing, right? That would require an investment in and a collective mindset, right? So, I mean, truthfully, the idea definitely would have worked. There's no question. If number two poor and hell, and maybe some of the, general treasury, if a portion of that was allocated like every month to a specific city to develop either a grocery store, or restaurant, or something, and then what you do is you create a family bank within the context of the nation, right? So you do it in such a way that whomever,
1 second, brother.
Yeah.
1 second.
No problem. I'm gonna keep talking while you're gone.
All right, go ahead, brother.
You do it in such a way that the interest is paid back to the nation and back to the believers, and that money comes back as a return on investment, not as a gift. So not only do you get investment income, passive income, but you also facilitate development, economic development across every one of these cities. I feel like it definitely could have worked. I definitely feel like it could work even now. It just would require like a commitment. And, even with, I'm not sure about the actual number of believers that are still in the nation, but even with a couple thousand, like, you could definitely accomplish something like this easily. And I think that kind of growth is contagious, right? When people see financial benefit from their participation in something, there's additional incentive to work to make it better. So, yeah, it's something, honestly, it's something that I wish they still would do.
Yes, sir.
Even today, like, I think this would be a good thing for Black folks and a good thing for the community. Like, just to I mean, all bullshit aside, and all criticism aside, however many believers there are currently still in the nation, if they had a coordinated effort to improve the city, as opposed to always sending the money to Chicago and never getting a return for it, if they created a scenario where there was investments that the believers could make into nation properties, for instance, right, and they could receive a return on investment, then I truly believe that, one, you would be producing believers that paid more charity. I mean, it all kind of dovetails together, right? The nation itself, I mean, if you look at what the Mormons do, right? The Mormons facilitate lending to their believers. They facilitate it. So they're able to start businesses based upon their religious affiliation. And
the work that they put in.
And what ends up happening is in turn, their contributions back to their religious organization are greater. So it benefits both sides, right? It would benefit the folks in Chicago, and it also would benefit the communities that these cities are in. So I'm gonna get off my soapbox now, because I could talk about this for an hour.
But just think, brother, just think. This model has been in place with them for 90 years. Mm-hmm. Now, there was only a 3-year gap between the departure of Elijah Muhammad to Farrakhan. So the nation has had 87 years in the Black community, collecting millions upon millions of dollars. And compare them to the Mormons. You know what I mean? Compare them to the Seventh-day Adventists or any other religious, I would say, sect.
Mm-hmm. Even the Scientology, for what it's worth.
They're far behind, man. It's like that's one thing about the nation that we always saw, and that was they was always in the red.
Yeah.
It was always this hustle spirit of like when you're desperate and you're, you know what I'm saying, you're always in fear. You got to, the final call's due. This is due. You need to do this. It was always a stressful event.
Mm-hmm.
It was never, you know, we always had to put pressure on the men, like they called me the butcher of the men.
The butcher. But
I was told by Abdul Kareem Muhammad, the only way you get work out of a black man is to have your foot in his ass. You know? And that's what worked in Kansas with that dude, that crazy brother. Well, they was on him with a work ethic.
Yeah.
Work ethic.
Well, he was getting people's kids too. You know, getting them young, child
labor.
They
were sending them to him, though.
Yeah.
For the mission.
Fair enough.
Free labor.
Yeah. Well, and what I'm saying is collective economics that benefits the believers first. Because truthfully, they would be investors in the nation or in anything, right? If what you do benefits the folks that invest with you, you create an incentive for them to continue to participate in whatever it is that you do. But when you constantly are siphoning off, like, you know, it's like you're trying to fill a pond, right? If you continue to siphon off the pond, like it can never flourish, right? It's like a tree. If you got one apple on it, you cut the whole goddamn tree down and eat the apple, well, then guess what? Next year you ain't gonna have no apple. And
a lot of them think that the pie is gonna come out of the sky to them. You know, they still have that mystery God syndrome.
Okay.
Well, they think that Allah's gonna deliver all this to the Negro. It's gonna be given to them. They say the riches, the wealth of the riches are stored for, you know, the righteous. So
yeah, I'm on the website right now, and I don't really see much of the program, honestly. I'll be honest, there's a part of me that feels sad for that, but
I can't watch a full lecture by them anymore, because I know that it's exploitation. You know, it is. And I was part of that exploitation, and I apologize for teaching the falsehood of a God. And especially a God coming in the person of another white man. That was treason. Really was.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm on the website right now, and I literally don't see anything about the program. Like, nothing. This is actually kind of sad, man.
When you say program, you mean what?
Any kind of program at all for any reason. I mean, what I see is some lecture video, an article about COVID, Final Call Radio, the time and what must be done in Minister Farrakhan's musical
Part
project.
510.
Minister Farrakhan's musical project, and some webcasts, and that's about it.
Oh, you talking about a Sacramento, right?
No, I'm at the NOI.org website.
Oh, wow.
You know,
you would think that would be popping.
Well, at the very least, I would expect, like, you know, maybe something about Muhammad's farms, or
Leota's fleets. They got some more of those.
Something.
That probably was the only fleet they had. I bet you that thing somewhere with the whole roof bent though. You know how a truck roof is bent backwards? Wow. Somewhere in the back of a barn and shit. Come on, man.
All right.
Fucking joke, man. How you gonna have somebody over all these people with no financial knowledge or no people around them? That don't make no sense, man. That don't make no sense at all. At least Yahweh Ben Yahweh was down in Florida building hotels and shit.
Yeah.
But far less.
Yeah. True. It's true.
I mean, I really have my doubts. I see the fraud, man. I see the fraud. But like I was about to say before, he's like that crazy man who talks all kinds of shit. But when he gets to the stop sign, he stops at the corner and he looks both ways. You know? He ain't that crazy. Farrakhan always goes to a boundary. he always goes to a certain level and he comes right back and he starts talking about God. Like he said, the COVID was a pestilence from heaven. Damn, man, how many more pestilences do black people need?
Man, it's funny. Why you
God
bullshitting?
damn.
Get off our back. Why you bullshitting?
Haven't we suffered a fuck enough?
It's enough, man. It's enough.
Instead of you talking, why don't you tell God to bring his ass back and talk? Fuck being his messenger. Let him come back. We need him, if anything. Because you ain't doing shit.
Oh, shit, it's enough,
Little
man.
do we know it, they really closing in on his ass. He better do something. He better do something.
I saw, man, we gonna mess around and talk for 3 hours. I saw Ishmael on the Breakfast Club. Yeah.
Weak.
Wow.
Khalid was the last soldier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Him and Abdul Kareem Muhammad, they can say what they want to say about Abdul Kareem Muhammad, but he was greater than fucking Khalid. He was fucking stifled.
Yeah.
Farrakhan cut his wings too quick.
Yeah,
cut his wings too quick. And he didn't have that same pull as Khalid had.
Mm-hmm.
But he had the same power. And a matter of fact, I remember Farrakhan saying, he said, this man has done more for me than any one of y'all. He was talking to all the laborers. Don Muhammad, Khalid was there, right? And then he looked at Khalid and said, including you, Khalid. He said, including you, Khalid. Khalid just did like this. So that Kareem was a bad man. He was a bad man. I'm proud to say I was under him. I don't know what he did in regards to Malcolm. And if he had anything to do with that, fuck him too. And I would tell him to his face, because he's still alive. If you had something to do with Malcolm's death, huh?
Yeah. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, he was there, man. He was there on the front row when he got killed. But he was there as a spy.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? He was there as a spy. Out of New York. Out of Newark.
I wonder if he made the call and was like, hey. You know,
he got right out and he went straight to the phone booth after he was murdered. And he reported in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going back to New Jersey in a couple of months and I'm going to talk to him about it. Man to man. You know what I'm saying? Because me and him, we was like, you know, I was his soldier. I would have killed or died for that man at one time.
Yeah.
But you know, religion fucks up the minds of people, man. That era right there, man, it was deep. To be alive in that era during that climate, it's amazing, man. You know, them brothers went through a lot. COINTELPRO, CIA, FBI, everybody fucking with them.
Agents in there constantly, yeah.
Man, so I understand. You know, Malcolm knew he was gonna die one way or another. Yeah. You know, it was over. He knew too much. He had too much power, and he had figured out the system. And I'm gonna say it now, like I said before. Had he been alive, he would have left religion altogether. Because he would have found out that the Arabs were fucked up. He was just going from the pot into the frying pan fucking with them.
He's looking for refuge. You know what I'm saying? He thought, anyway, yeah.
What he should have did was shut his motherfucking mouth and went somewhere and sat down. That's what he should have did.
Yeah.
But he loved to talk and he had a mission.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, he had a mission. He had a mission, man. So he knew he was gonna be a martyr, and so did MLK.
Yeah.
But that's another subject, my brother.
Absolutely.
You know.
All right, let's wrap this thing up, man.
Wrap it up. Please subscribe, like. We appreciate you. You know.
Get it again. That's what I'm talking about. All right, folks. It's the Nitty Gritty Show. Brother Camille Shabazz. Brother Malik Shabazz Freeman. And I'm out.